Turned out. Yeah.
Big booty dragons.
Okay, so last week we ended the expedition into the elemental plane of fire. You successfully fought the prince and stole his book. You met some old friends coming out of the fortress, and you're now heading back to your base in Bateau.
All right.
Um,
Something is being constructed over Kaime.
oh, I'm on a different screen. Cell drawing again.
How do you draw a skeleton squatting? That's weird.
What is the skeleton squatting for?
You're the one asking us
He's
these
just
questions,
hanging
Sel,
out.
but I
He told
believe
us.
that, I think every drawing on this map is you.
I mean, none of you other fuckers do anything.
I
How do you
appreciate
pass the time?
I appreciate Cell's doodles.
This is the one skeleton. I left one skeleton in charge of Kaime, and he's just like squatting in the castle ruins. Literally, you walk in there,
It's
and he's just
waiting.
like, "Skeleton, I want to
Wait,
collect grain
the
today," and
castle
he's
had
hanging to
ruins?
it.
The castle had ruins? I thought it was a crater.
Yeah, he's in the center of the crater, and he's just squatting there, and the citizens have to waddle in there, and they're like, "Sir, we need water. What should we do?
we,
Go get
we
some."
needed water.
Anyways, yeah, he's just a skeleton in the middle of a crater, and he dispenses wisdom.
Oh, skeleton
Dispenses
of the
the
crater, what
wisdom.
is your wisdom?
Today is Tuesday.
It's Thursday though.
Brilliant. Brilliant. He has
We never said
spoken.
it was good wisdom.
I suppose that's true.
Wisdom doesn't always mean intelligence.
Skeleton of the crater. Why does everything happen on Thursday?
Okay. So,
Long ago, a group of nerdy ass voice actors. No.
so did we tell? Did we tell? Uh, the what was it? The Dwergar and the UDDC people
To
are
come
gonna
with
meet
you?
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, along with the dragon.
Yes, you told them all to come with you. I
Okay.
guess you guys are flying.
I don't think
Uh,
dragon is stretch.
the dragon can fly too, as can the
Right.
Iranese. Um, but the Duragar, there's too many Duragar and UDDC people, so
They
you're
can
probably
walk.
they'll just have to walk. Uh, they should be there in a few days. It's 60 miles, so it's like a week to get
Run
there.
faster!
I'm sure nothing wrong will happen if we have a group of freed slaves and their former captors both marching together for multiple days until they get unsupervised.
If it weren't the
But
UDDC, I'd be worried.
in that sense, they are supervised.
Exactly.
By
By the
commissars?
Right?
former
Did we
slave
not? So they're marching the way
Um,
there, and obviously the UDDC love music. So yeah, Cusco, you're right on the money. They're Soviet marching.
do
Dun,
we?
dun, 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 dun,
I'm
dun,
trying to
dun,
think if
dun.
we have any, if you guys have any airships or other ways to transport them.
We do not.
Not unless. Where is it that we got? Where is it that we got this one from? The Tower of Brands?
The Fortress of Servitude. The Tower of Brands
Not
is where the
unless
portal is.
the Fortress of Servitude has more.
No, it just had the one.
Yeah.
But you can at least take the leaders with you. And
Uh,
Dagmog is there.
Do we not want to leave the leaders behind to supervise? Again, it's like
It's
there's,
more
I
of
don't
like
know.
a hostage
this is
situation.
a goat and a cabbage situation.
If you have a sack of grain, a chicken, and a fox,
Yeah.
and you
And a
need to cross the
fox, how do
river,
you get them across the river?
Yeah.
yeah,
God, I hate it.
You pay Dagmog heavily, is what you do.
You skin the fox. You have a pelt. Keeps you warm across the river. Anyway,
Okay. So you're leaving the UDDC leaders behind, as well as the leader of the Duragar, so they can keep their camp separate. Let's see. They're also marching through the desert. I guess they
God.
can get supplies from the.
I mean, it's the desert. Some of them are dragonborn. The other ones lived in hell. They'll be
That's
fine.
true.
They
Well, it's
lived
not
in the
hell,
Underdark, and
Oh, it's
they've
so
lived
much
in the
cooler
how
out here.
acclimated
right?
how
In the
acclimated to the
story, they
plane of
never
fire
talk
were
about
they?
how Noah got food and water to the slaves he freed. You know, he did
Well,
water
you
things and he
see,
Very
they
famously,
didn't die.
he
They
performed
didn't die of
miracles. Very
exposure
famously.
after living. They didn't die of exposure after the
Wait,
Jews were laboring within the elemental plane of fire.
Anyways, we just found out a reason why Eric's not here. She's with the slave train. I mean, the freedom train.
There we go. Yep,
Slave
that
train.
makes
that works.
that works. She can
Perfect.
She's
conjure water.
providing food and water by herself
Just
to
make it
thousands
rain.
or hundreds. I don't know.
Hundreds. We've
Okay, good.
been playing that each unit is approximately 100 people.
Look,
So
this is a magical world. Miracles are easy.
Tell it
I
to
mean,
Aerith that she spends every spell slot. Wait, I need Aerith here. All right. Well,
I need lightning. Crap.
my lightning plans.
Well, too
No.
bad.
I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do the next few days until she gets here. This ruins all my plans.
let me add to the.
Chocolate! It's lightning in a can!
Wait. I got a plan. How do we make scrolls? I'm gonna have Aerith make some scrolls
I
of
mean, you have to
lightning.
spend the spell slot to make the
Yeah,
scroll,
she needs to do that.
but she
She's
needs
in
Wouldn't
the
we
to
slave
just
trade.
use
get?
she's using them to feed the
She
marchers.
can spare a spell slot.
Wouldn't we just get?
Can
Who was
I
that
buy
art? The
these
art
spell
druid.
slots from someone else?
Wouldn't we just get Kembra or something?
She won't leave Meyer Noctum.
Yeah, she's busy.
Well, there goes your other chance. Lightning cell. I'm gonna ruin that for you.
All right, I'm gonna have to put out ads.
Looking for lightning, real lightning.
We'll figure something out.
Um,
You know, there's been a lot of. You know what? Wait, I just need one scroll of lightning. Surely I can get that out of her. How much would this cost?
um, what is the cost of a third level spell scroll?
I don't know. You guys are the ones doing that. I played a barbarian.
Jakuna no price for spells.
Uh,
Jakuna no read.
I'm sure I put it somewhere. Where's the sane magic item prices thing? Sane magical
We
price.
control a government. I'm just gonna extort the population. I need scroll money.
No.
Let's see. What are you looking? You're looking for a scroll of lightning bolt. Actually, can she even make a scroll of lightning bolt?
No.
Isn't it the thunder
No.
Call
strike or
lightning.
whatever?
All
All
lightning.
lightning. Okay. Is that that's a third level spell? Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
believe.
She can upcast it or something. I don't know.
Uh, it's only 200 gold to buy it.
That
That's
sounds
not bad.
pretty reasonable. All right, get the magic ink and stuff, and I, we're gonna retroactively say, or recently, I don't know. We was like, hey, want to spend workshop with me for a second here? I gotta make this scroll.
I mean, you could also just straight up buy it from the Kasani.
Yeah, but I need that air scroll. It's special.
Okay, you need this the special Aerith Mojo.
Yeah, her lightning looks prettier.
It's a shame she wasn't here to hear that. What a
See,
nice
this is the
compliment,
problem. She's gotta go work so she can eat and live.
right? She should just play D&D,
Damn
Rolling
capitalism.
that one.
right?
But yeah, she's got that iridescent lightning and stuff. It's neat.
It is pretty.
Um,
All right, good thing I recruited a warlock. Hopefully, they can figure out or that the necromancer. Maybe she can cast it. That
mhm.
might be fun. All right, that'll work. We figured it out.
I'm honestly surprised you didn't just go round up like 100 random townspeople and have them start shuffling their feet across carpet.
I will be doing that with skeletons, but I want the scroll. What else are we doing besides the freedom train?
That's all I knew about. What do we need to do to prep for the Saint Man?
Yeah, the fog follows you and keeps pace with your ship as you fly back to Bateau.
Since I'm gonna be in the cockpit by myself for a lot of the flight, I'm just gonna sit there and chat with him, see if he ever talks back.
Okay, he manifests in the seat next to you.
Oh, cool.
You look away and you look back, and he's just sitting there,
No,
staring
that's a
out the
neat
window.
trick. I didn't know you could do that.
Oh yes,
So you can just go wherever you please, whenever you please.
pretty much.
If I don't die, how do I do that? How would I learn that trick? That's a great trick.
Well, can you sublimate yourself into your own soul?
Oh, what did I just come back to?
No, but how do I do
They're
that?
talking about theory.
How does one sublimate their own soul?
I mean, if you read more of Gideon the Ninth, maybe you would know.
I mean,
Shut up!
I'm sneaky, but this is fantastic.
I,
How do
I,
how do
I,
I learn this?
hmm. You know, it just struck me out of character that this could be an interesting way for you to learn your
Oh,
power,
Yeah,
where
oh
you
yeah.
that
where you
wasn't
turn
the.
into a ghost.
You've just given me a door that I did not expect for you to open.
I didn't
Um,
expect it either, actually.
That was okay. Well,
Wait,
but now you've
who is he
opened the fact
talking
that he's
to?
willing to have a conversation.
Okay, yeah,
Wait, is he talking to the? Is he
the
talking to the
Saint.
saint?
The Saint's
yeah.
riding shotgun with us. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Of course he is. Come on, this
None of you are aware of this because the cockpit door is closed. But I'm up front having a chat with the Saint one on one,
bastards. Ay, 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 ay,
which
ay,
is really
ay.
funny because I could just betray you all, drive us somewhere else with the Saint
Wouldn't
riding
be
a
the
shotgun.
first time you did that.
Would it be the first time you've had a chance to betray us? You know, the mind flayers and all.
Elijah doing his 30th fucking just like I'm gonna ally with the villain.
Hey, I, none of you have ever asked for Elijah's alignment.
Meanwhile, in Coach, Father, this hair is irritating. I do not like it.
Wait, you said your hair?
I am not used to having hair.
I think they sell a cream in the marketplace. They can remove that.
I'm afraid
I
of
shall
anything that
inquire.
you might recommend to anyone living.
Once you think about it, I haven't really had to cut my hair in quite a while.
You grew hair, that would be the strangest thing about you.
You don't
Mm-hmm.
like my long, luscious locks.
No, because I believe you would take that quite literally and have a garden of nothing but different kinds of hair.
Oh, ooh, would trees with hair?
No,
Yikes.
remove that
Wait,
thought from your head now.
wait, we could. ah, what if
You
we
can
made
have
people
mine
into
if you'd like. I
trees?
do not wish to have it anymore.
Meanwhile, in the cockpit, while we talk about crazy hair trees,
just just go back and forth between two insane conversations. Okay.
apparently. Um,
How does one go crazy?
so I mean, that's a really amazing ability that I'd love to learn. Like, who taught you this? Did you just learn this on your own, or?
It's part of the powers that I acquired as part of my ascension. I'm
When you
sure
failed.
I'm sure you've discovered abilities that were unlocked by your own uh, transformation.
Yes, that's another thing I'd love to talk to you about because I've really been trying to figure out where mine went wrong and if I could rectify that issue.
Hmm.
Because in the best case scenario, of course, if I could find out how to rectify my companions sidetrack during our transformation, that would really alleviate a lot of my disagreement with the Empire. Um,
Oh, really?
It was that easy to get rid of Elijah.
My
well, I mean,
God.
I mean, the entirety of the reason I'm on this campaign is the mistreatment of me and my compatriots.
I didn't receive my privileges, Father. I will easily betray my allies.
And I mean, this half-life isn't quite what any of us hoped or expected for. So I've been thinking on it a lot lately, trying to understand what went wrong. And of course, therefore, trying to work out how the process works to begin with. The old man hasn't been very much help.
Ah, so you've met him.
Of course.
Hmm. It's interesting that he haunts your dreams. Normally, one of your standing would not receive such attention.
Not peasant.
Times now. It's quite interesting. A little disgruntled, but interesting for certain.
Yeah, being a dispossessed god will do that to a person.
I mean, yes, it absolutely would. So, do you have any theories on this? I mean, you've worked with my kind.
Yes, I have several theories. I have access to information that you are not privy to, obviously, as a high-ranking member of the Empire. Um, it could be possible to complete your ascension.
Hmm.
I suspect, based on what you've just told me, that you've already taken some steps in that direction.
Well, I mean, what little I can do. I
The question.
I understand so little of the process. That's the
Mhm.
problem.
Yes, it's not so much
Hate
the
him.
which one.
That's a question, isn't it?
I'm trying to figure out how the hat of the skeleton in the crater will look here.
um,
Like this.
I mean, you just sat me next to a wealth of information. I'm
yes,
gonna
I have.
dig.
I'm currently processing what he would tell you and in what order, and how detailed he would potentially get with you.
That's true.
hmm We found in our many experiments with the process that it's really mostly about malleability. Certain people, certain kinds of people are more or less susceptible to change. I
Hmm.
think you've got several companions who demonstrate this admixture of origins, and then there are others who are uh, singularly resistant. But
Indeed.
as with any resistance, it can be overcome with enough power. I think the bigger question is, you said you wanted this power because you think that it will bring you respect and freedom. Yes?
It's it's not respect I'm looking for. Freedom is always nice. Um, but I mean, we all answer to someone.
hmm
Um, but freedom in the simple state that I have now. Of course, I still answer to my compatriots, but I at least have the freedom to decide when I eat, where I go, how I
hmm
accomplish my mission. Although there was some leniency there in the Empire, but still. But it's not so much respect as it is not being stepped on like an insect every chance someone got bored. I mean, you know how we're treated.
I am very aware, yes.
And that's why basically all of the shadows are now elsewhere, other than the ones who have deep running loyalties, apparently.
Yes. Yes, we had noticed several holes in our networks appearing.
Well,
You did a very good job covering your tracks until you showed up here.
Thank you. It's what I do. What you trained me to do.
Yes, well, it seems we trained you maybe a little too well.
But would it be too well if I was treated as well as you are?
Hmm. I don't know that you want to be treated like I am.
Fair. There is a little more scrutiny upon you than others, but I mean, how often do any of the saints walk away?
You assume that the saints can walk away.
True. That's unfortunate. Hmm.
Yes. I've
I
served
don't.
the Empire for 400 years, and I've seen a lot, and I've done a lot in the Empire's name in that time.
Do you ever wish to step away?
I can't answer that.
I assume your tether goes straight to the Empress, or does it go to him?
The Empress is in charge of the Empire. His influence is limited.
Yes. But being in charge of the Empire, does that give her the authority? While his influence is limited, doesn't she derive some of it from him?
Yes, she was empowered by him, but the two of them together accomplish more than they could individually.
Hmm.
Lightning needs a target.
Indeed. I'm sorry to hear that. That's going to make fighting you much more difficult.
Or possibly easier. That's really up to you. We'll see if you have what it takes.
Oh, that's a certainty in my mind.
Is
Between
it?
me and my party, there's a certain bit you haven't seen quite yet.
Oh?
I think we'll be able to take you, but
In a fight, right?
ayo. Uh,
You know, right?
Bro, why
I needed to.
what are
Vagabond
you
wasn't
talking
here.
about?
She would have
I've
wanted me
already
to do it.
I've already started flirting with him once. Don't make me do it again.
I'm not making you do shit. Don't blame me.
Oh, it's interesting though. So it's a question of input, though. Say a god supercharged the ritual. The input might be overcome.
It's theoretically possible, but generally not worth it, at least for us.
True. It, you would limit the input so far, especially whenever you see the failing of the first ritual as a sign of unworthiness.
Yes, well, there's always more aspirants.
Always. Even now. Hmm. You care to tell me the entirety of the ritual?
It's a state secret.
Unfortunate. Any hints?
Any hints?
The trees didn't talk much before we burned them.
No, I expect they wouldn't. Hang on, I'm trying to think of something clever.
Did any of the trees survive?
Yeah, the one I stole. And have been growing in secret without the knowledge of the party.
Yep.
Okay. Um. Right. Never mind.
Who knew?
Everyone's like, what is Noctum doing? What evil shit is he doing? You know, this never gonna work.
no one even has thought about the fact that no one really knows why Elijah's here other than his friends were treated badly.
Persistence
Yep.
gave it thought, but persistence is gone. So
Yeah, all those thoughts
Well,
got eaten.
person who has the memories of persistence, you
She
think about
also,
those
yeah,
things.
she has the memories and stuff, but also doesn't necessarily care.
Nope.
All that intellect should learn how to care, because no one else is going to think about this. Actually, no, she should find out, but she shouldn't tell anybody. That'd be perfect.
Minsk has thought about it, but there's also not much he can do.
Elijah will murder literally anyone with half a good reason.
Well,
Yet
yeah,
you
so
haven't
he's a
tried to
Grey
murder
Knight.
the saint.
I have not tried to murder the Saint. Pretty much because I'm certain
You,
that I would fail in a one-on-one confrontation.
yeah,
Um, he can be a little bit sneakier than I can. I don't think that I'd be able to hit him before he went to mist.
yeah.
I haven't seen him sleeping yet either. Um,
Angels are not known for their naps.
Bro, fill
no,
me
they're
in. What
not.
happened? Bosco and so.
Hmm?
Okay, so you can't tell me why you're not free. You can't tell me how to make you free. What would you do if you were?
If I was free,
Yeah, purely academically.
uh, I haven't even considered the possibility.
I mean, we have at least an hour on this flight left,
Yeah. Um,
and you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do, which is watch us.
that's true. Um, I I would like to find somewhere peaceful. I've had enough of bloodshed and conflict. I wish to just be free of it. Maybe a cabin in the woods somewhere.
I hear Montana is nice.
Maybe I'll go to Earth and get a cabin in Montana.
That sounds quite nice, actually.
You fools don't even know where Montana is.
Cabin sounds nice. All that matters. It's unfortunate that's not an option. You heard of this Keelandi fellow?
I've read the reports about him. Seems rather arrogant for a mortal. It's pretty it's a bold move to claim that you're a god without the power to back it up.
I mean, from what I hear, he's getting awfully close. And he is really big on free will. If you end up killing us all, might be worth a conversation.
Hmm. Well, if he's as powerful as he says, but I don't think so. She would know.
She doesn't know everything, as shown by her spy network walking away. She knows a lot, don't get me wrong,
Hmm.
but not everything.
Well, it's a similar situation to what we have here. I don't know everything about you necessarily, but I do know who would win should it come to blows.
Is there any way other than serving her to forestall this conflict? The one between me and you solely, of course, not between me and her.
Yes,
Me and her have issues and always will.
my orders are quite clear. They do not allow room for discretion in this matter.
And only she can change them.
That's right.
Unfortunate. Well, what's your favorite food? And then he's just going to devolve into chatting for a while. um,
Well, you know, there
We've
was
talked
this
a lot of time for the
one
small
restaurant.
talk.
There was this one restaurant 200 years ago. They had the best shawarma, and I've never had any that's better since then.
oh, that's fantastic.
So back to the coach section of the ship. Something about shaving off all her hair.
If
I've
you
just made the hair tree. This thing's kind of fucked up. I liked it.
Oh God. I'm
This is made out
sure
of
that
people, I
if you are
presume,
willing
right?
to, if you're wishing to cut your hair, Isabella, we can find somebody who can do that for you, if you're not capable of doing that yourself.
I don't think I am. I'm
If
not good
you're,
of conjuring sharp edges yet.
all right. If your sister is still in the city, I'm sure she would be happy to assist you.
Hmm. We shall see. If Tenlis does not want it now, I would not mind.
Have you heard of a little fairy creature called a Lorax? Speaks for the trees. How do you speak for the hair tree?
In all of my memories, no one has heard the name of the Lorax.
He
That is
takes
by
care of
planting that
the
idea in your
buffalo
head,
trees.
Tunnelist.
It is not a local legend. It is not in the
Can't
catalogue of
believe you
memories
guys
of
don't
any of
have
the
any
cultures that we have
Loraxes down in
subsumed.
Kaime. Or Bateau. What is your country called?
The region is Montalban.
Ah,
Yep.
what a stupid name. Who named that place?
Uh, you feel the over deity's scrutiny on you.
Actually, didn't you have an ancestor called Montalban? Did he really just name it after himself?
I
About
have
20
no
minutes
idea.
into the flight, Elijah's going to pop open the cabin doors, walk out, grab something to drink, walk back in, and you're all just going to see the Saint riding cockpit.
Nothing phases me at this point.
So, Coral, tell me about your confinement in the tube. That's gotta be cool, right? A fun tale to talk about. How's the tube, girl?
It was mostly just being one with the memories of all the things that the Elder Brain had taken into itself. A loss of unique identity until I was broken out of the confinement. A
Hmm.
weightlessness where there is everything and nothing all at once. It was pleasant.
We should make the tube again. Might be fun.
You attempt to put anyone in that tunnelist, and I swear
The
it'll be
tube,
Doc,
the
it
last
might be
thing that
good
you
for
do.
you to go in the tube for just a little bit.
the tube was more comfortable than these chairs, and she's like, I assume that we're in like the ship has like the drop chairs like you're supposed to sit if you're a parachuter, but she's just laying across two of them. just
For a second, I thought I was like, these are really like uncomfortable, and she's like levitating 6 inches off of one.
nah.
I think a short duration stay in the tube will help you with your guilt.
It is
That
it
is
is a
none of your concern.
I am not worried about. Oh, you were referring to my father. I do not believe that a tube will assuage any of his guilt. The saline will likely do nothing.
Well, let's see here. You have the collective consciousness of a few dozen at least. How would one of these consciousnesses deal with guilt? Were any of them a therapist or a cleric of some god that was nice?
Those who used to be clerics before being consumed by the entity, lost their faith in the transition, as there is no need to believe in a higher power when you are one. We
You
were
didn't
the
even keep
highest
any
power.
memories of it?
I do,
This is, I find, very curious because they would know that the higher power does exist in some form. Does it not?
but there is no need to rely upon it, for it is inferior. That is at least
But
what the brain believed.
I suppose this might be a language issue because in belief it's sort of like, I don't believe it exists, as opposed to, no, I don't believe they have power.
A lack of belief is not the same as a lack of faith.
Fair enough. So they lost their faith.
We have factual knowledge that the gods exist. We also have factual knowledge that they are impotent in most cases that is truly necessary.
Why do you think we exist? Sorry, I meant that rhetorically, as in the Tavares. Never mind.
We exist because we do.
No, I meant Tavarism. But that.
But no,
So
I do not believe that I have any memories of a therapist who would be equipped enough to help my father with his issues.
Hmm.
Burn.
Most of the solutions that involve, to put it lightly, treachery, do not end in the person continuing to be free. Is this helpful, Father?
It is not. We can stop with this conversation now.
Understood.
But you should confront these emotions, Jock. You were such a wreck after you went off and you got so
Stop.
many people killed.
You, you forgot the W.
Being corrected by a small child. This is how life is.
It
I'm
is not
fine.
your concern
I
about it,
mean,
Tenellis.
it kinda is, honestly.
Tenellis, it is not. I understand the mistake that I made. I understand what has occurred here. I need it not constantly brought to my attention every waking moment.
But have you confronted it
Stop.
yet?
That is not your concern.
It is when you get my people killed.
About the fucking wall. To jump out the ship and say fuck.
The
You
doors
can't
don't
keep
open.
on burying all your emotions, Jack. They'll come back eventually.
And then I will handle them every time they do, Tenellis.
Yeah, but they keep on coming
As
back
I
so
said it to
nasty.
Aerith, as I've said it to Aerith, and I've said it to others, I am deeply sorry and regretful for what I did and for the lives that were lost during it. Need we continue to hang that over my head?
I don't even care about that. See, the problem is here is your sorrow and apology don't really matter. It's what caused this to happen in the first place. You keep on burying your guilt. You're still guilty. You need to confront that guilt, Jock.
I believe he is.
Right now, he's trying to ignore it, but I guess if that's your opinion, we can hang it up here. Have the awkward ride back Bateau.
I do miss the tube.
Elevator music's gonna start playing quietly over the speakers.
Let's see, do I have elevator music in here? I don't think I do. Okay. So you guys are conversing as you fly back and you land back in Bateau. And Degmog, he's still with you. He's got the book now, and he says, "All right, so uh, you've got the Aranese here, and you can see that there's a big flock of them that are following you, and they just kind of like land all around your walls and are now, what was it? Um, you know that one card from Shadows over Innistrad with the angels in the rafters?
Yep.
Yeah, they all kind of look like that. They're all just like up, looking very dangerous and spooky.
Except for the one that's
Uh,
still carrying me because I don't feel like walking.
right.
It's gonna live in the rafters.
Yeah, our contract with them is going to be a bit broader than their last one.
He's like, so, where should I summon the rest of them?
Well, in the northern part of Bateau, it all burned down, and there was a nice little fort there. So I guess they could live in the burned down fort. Seems
Perfect.
fine.
Show me the way.
All right, I guess.
So you guys, who all is coming with?
I'm good.
Minx would go check it out.
Yeah, Jacques
Okay.
will go.
So he gets to the island that used to hold the castle that burned down, um, and he's kind of stands in the middle and among the blackened bones of the now dead structure, and he starts reading from the book uh, in a loud voice, which sounds the words sound like nails on a chalkboard or breaking glass. And behind him, there's a spark and then a flare of infernal hellfire comes out of the air and spins and opens a portal, and out comes a big hulking devil, and he comes over to you, and behind him, a full century of devils comes out, and uh, the hulking devil commander salutes Jacques and says, "I am Captain Kill Demon Zolinger. I am
No.
here to fight on your behalf to fulfill the contract of the Nine
And
Hells."
the crowd goes wild.
Sweet, he was a knight of Savona, wasn't he?
He was, yeah, which means his soul goes to hell.
Right. Um, Jacques sort of salutes back and he goes, "Welcome, Captain. I look forward to see your immense prowess on the battlefield."
Indeed. Where shall my men uh, set up camp? Right here?
Sort of motion around to the ruins. I go, "This area is fully open at the moment, and your people can make camp here if needed."
Excellent. Degmog, you are needed back in hell. Degmog kind of gives you a thumbs up and is like, all right, that's me. I'm off. I'm going to deliver the goods. And he hops, kind of flies up into the air and then just over the heads of the marching devils that are coming out of the portal, um, and flits back off into hell.
Noctum's gonna dig through his bag and he's gonna pull out a newspaper article and show it to Kills Demon Zollinger. You ever want? I always thought it'd be cool if you could read your obituary. Here you go.
He picks it up. He looks at it. Well, they got a few details wrong, but
I thought he was going to be like, "Can I have your autograph?" Huge fan.
I never knew this guy.
I was obituary enough.
um, so
That
he
would be
says,
kind of cool. Sign it. Well, would you like to keep it or can I keep it?
"You may keep it. That life is over."
All right. Can you sign it with something that won't set it on fire?
Yes, I have a pen in my pocket, as all devils always are required to do by regulation.
I face bump. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Here you go. Thank you.
He signs it.
Add that to my
You're pretty sure
inventory.
it's in blood, just because that's how devils roll, I guess.
Autographed obituary.
It's like the Dewey Defeats Truman
Yeah.
newspaper signed by
Rumors of my
Truman.
demise were slightly exaggerated, but otherwise accurate.
He says, and he nods to the Irenaeus that is holding. Or did you come,
Yeah, probably.
Isabella?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Irenaeus that is holding you and says, Serendiel, I see that you have already made your way here. Good. I look forward to fighting beside you again. And she nods and is like, likewise. Well, shall we go and meet your other commanders? I assume you'll be wanting to have a council of war. We'll need to be briefed on the
Yes.
situation.
It would probably be wise, da.
That council, by the way, is exactly why I'm not there. Is I'm trying to keep the saint with me if I can.
Uh-huh.
Like he wouldn't be aware of what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, but at least maybe y'all will come up with a good trick that he won't see coming. If he follows the party, I'll go with the party.
No,
Well, so
I'm still going by the idea that when the army gets here and fights, the Saint isn't going to be a part of that combat. Like, it's going to be Blackwood leading, calling all of the shots, because this is his last chance at redemption. And then once they're wiped out, then the Saint is like, okay, I guess I have to take care of you guys now.
That is a logical assumption, Father. I agree with it.
Yeah, okay, fine, I'll come then. He can hear all the plans.
But
okay.
why? I mean, it might still matter. There's no reason to give the enemy more intelligence than they
Uh,
already have.
in like a mental conversation with the two devils, and before Dagmog leaves, I'm just going to ask him. It's like, we are currently being pursued by a saint who is purely soul. Do you have any ways to deal with such a being quickly and uh, decisively?
Hmm. Not in our current arsenal.
We would be interested in such a solution if you could procure it.
Hmm.
At least one to like make
The
him go away.
this is
I'll
one
let
of
my manager know.
this is one of the servants of the one who attacks Savona directly. I say that specifically to kill demons too, just to try and.
Hmm. You see
He
his
may have been
you don't see his expression, but you feel like his armor becomes a little bit more spiky.
Yeah. So
Good
just gonna lay that out there.
armor.
It's like,
Ooh,
let's.
look at bristles when he's angry.
Yeah.
His grip tightens and spikes protrude.
He puffs up
That's
a bit
right.
like a pufferfish.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Okay. So you make your way back to Castle Cartier with Captain Kill Demons and Serendiel and the rest of your party. So we'll put you guys here. So you're making your way in, and Eric flies up behind you and it's like, "Hey guys, is it a little chilly for anybody else here?"
This is the normal temperature on the material plane.
Oh man, you guys don't have like a volcano or something I could go hang out in until you need me?
There's the giant flaming dwarf head.
There is one on the map, but I do not believe it is real.
Oh man.
I think it exists in the realm of thought.
Do you think it's warm?
Yeah. Look at
All
it.
right, I'm gonna go check it out. Where? Can you show me the map?
I do not have it with me.
Oh, um, hmm,
Well, like I said, it's part of imagination. So imagine where it is and go there.
hmm. That makes sense to me. Okay. He closes his eyes, I'm imagining that it's that way, and he flies off south.
That is
Gotta
the
be something
ocean.
down there.
That is the ocean.
He's too far gone. He's off like a shot.
Oh
This is
well.
how the first explorers discovered the new world.
No, it is not. There was scrying involved.
Well, this is before the scrying spell,
Also,
dear.
we saw the entire surface of the planet from space when we arrived. Ask the elephants.
No.
I'm still not sure I understand the hatred of the elephants at this point. But I suppose we'll find out in time.
They hold immense power, yet do nothing to act with it. They are worthy of disdain.
But I mean, still asking them for some level of assistance in the time that we need it.
I believe you did, and they provided a paltry sum. Speaking of which, one is approaching, or we are approaching it.
Yeah, and Elijah, you said you're not here, right? You're distracting the saint.
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
we go have tea somewhere.
okay. You're just like, I know this great tea shop. He's like, lead the way.
This is a love hotel.
Do you know what else they have?
Did you just say it was a love hotel?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Stop that.
Do you know what else they have on the menu? Bet you can't guess.
I don't know.
You told me his
Apple?
favorite food.
Oh, shawarma.
They have shawarma.
All right.
There's a nice calamari place down by the river, but unfortunately, I think the Illifids intentionally burned it down.
That's fantastic. Oh. But yeah, I'm gonna go have shawarma with him.
Okay, you guys go and have shawarma.
That might have been why the fire started. They just like discovered this place and they just set that on fire.
All the fires actually spread from there.
Yeah, because if I remember that map, there's like a there's like a little stall and there's like a squid on it. I don't know.
What?
That one map, the one bridge map when we were invading Kaime.
Oh, okay, that one.
I don't know. There's a place that looked like there's a small sushi restaurant. I thought it was funny.
Okay. So you see Sven is floating above the walls, and he sees you and he says, "Hey, triumphant return, and with new friends, I see."
Yeah, there is an octopus on this map.
He has the map.
I know which map it is.
Oh.
I wouldn't say anything to Sven. I'm being carried.
The Earth isn't here to talk. You guys, all right? Is that
I'm not there.
You're not
There's
there.
3 of you left. Pick one.
Sven, how have
Eh.
you been taking the death of persistence?
Oh man, it's a
Pick
real
someone else.
bummer. I'm glad that I'm still a flame skull, even though he's dead. Like
Good
the
thing those
power of hellfire and
contracts
flight.
persist beyond death, huh?
That's right. They are persistent.
Laughter echoes
Yeah.
through the entirety of the town.
Yeah.
Wait, that instead of a clock tower, Sven laughs every hour.
God, shoot me.
Just every hour on the hour.
He has a sensible chuckle until midnight when he has a cackle.
Hmm.
Midnight and noon, I suppose. Gotta write this idea down. This is pretty good.
Okay. He says, all the living folks are inside having dinner. You should join them. I'm just gonna keep flying around
Perfect.
here. screaming.
All right.
It's like,
Let us know if
ah,
anything changes, Sven.
It's nice people
ah.
still live here. Bateau's got a strong people with nowhere else to
It
go.
does.
Sometimes the nowhere else to go thing is really what drives people to continue to live where they have nowhere else to go.
People will survive anywhere, isn't it beautiful?
Or they
That
won't.
is a
We've
word
got
for
we've got the Duergar and the UDDC people with us as well here,
No,
right?
they're still walking.
They're still making their way here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's
We'll
gonna
catch
take
them
them a
up to
while.
speed then when they arrive. All right. Well, then let's get this war council dinner started.
Okay. You approach the elephant robot. Its eyes light up as it sees you, and it says
Oops.
authorized user recognized with heavy reverb and deep
Excellent.
voice.
Your designation, Warform.
This unit's designation 787 or S875.1 command unit.
What's that one about?
Uh, version.
It means he is the alpha.
Ah, he is a prototype and very buggy. Got it.
Well, in terms of this moving forward, then for ease, so in case anyone forgets, we can designate you with nicknames. Yes.
Uh, nickname designation possible correct.
All right.
Alpha
Then
Formus
we'll
1.
we will
Welcome to
call
the
you.
team.
We will designate you as Alpha.
Confirmed. Shortened
All right.
designation Alpha.
Alpha Primus. Cool.
Stop.
Alpha
All right.
Primus.
No. All right.
Optimus.
Alpha. Continue your work and
Formus.
alert us if anything is awry to your sensors, your sight, however it is you can sense out people.
Subunits already on patrol will inform if detect.
All right. Thank you, Alpha. Now move inside.
This isn't a small aside, but I watched that Beast Wars Transformer movie last night. And
Look,
it's like just realized these guys are fucking Beast Cons or whatever they're called.
Oh,
the
I don't know. I
Maximals,
was looking
Maximals?
for a
they
robot
are
elephant
not
and this
Max.
is what I came up with.
Did you
They
wait?
are. I
Did you
don't
miss
think.
that growing up?
I don't think. I don't think the Maximals
Beast
had an elephant. I don't
Wars.
think there was an elephant one.
There's not, but we can.
There was a toy.
Rhinox,
There wasn't one in the
Cheetor, Air
series.
Race,
These guys are kind of like Transformers.
I had a
Rhinox,
toy of one. There wasn't one in the
Cheetor,
series.
Rat Trap.
You know, they have that armor like a simulation that could mean they could transform into a catapult or something.
Yeah. All right, and I'll walk into the
Maybe if we have to port
dining
these over
hall with
to Crowns and Castles, that
Sarandiel
could
the
be
Kill
another
Ironhide
thing.
Demon
was
with
his
us.
name.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh
I think
yeah,
there was a
that was the.
rhinoceros one.
Oh wait, was that the one? Wait a second. I think
I
that
think
was the one.
Ironhide
Oh,
did
it
come out.
came
Oh,
with a
Ironhide did
lion and
go.
an eagle, and I think they all combined together into a big one. Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh, that wasn't the America show that we got. That was a different one. That
No,
was the
this was
Japanese Beast
purely
Wars
a
show.
toy. There were a lot of the Beast Wars that were
No,
only toys and were not
There
in the
was a
show.
Japanese Beast. There was a Japanese Beast Wars show where a lot of these ones that were just toys for America were actually characters in the show.
Oh well, I didn't watch that.
America got an entirely different Beast Wars show.
Good.
Do you think the elephant people have a Unicron?
Hopefully not.
Isabella,
Yes.
what did you learn about these constructs from your master's dabbling? A former master?
We were not able to acquire any for extended testing. That was what we were trying to do when you interrupted them.
Well, did you learn anything from? Hey, if you have any information, that'd be cool.
There are many of them. They are currently sitting useless. This is all the
Ever
information
heard
I
of the
have.
play of Hellboy in the Golden Army?
No.
Oh,
We can discuss that later as we move in. As
pulls
I'm
out a chair, it
moving into the dining
screeches,
hall, looking
and
over all of
sits
the
down.
captains and leaders here.
Yeah, you sure have a lot of captains.
Hmm.
Well, it's not a high rank, right?
That's pretty decently.
I guess we could make these guys all sergeants. I don't know. We can
Well,
demote
so
everybody.
it's one of those things where in the modern military it would be considered pretty high, but back then captain was a slightly more informal rank of like whoever was in charge of certain groups. Like you had to
Yeah,
go
they're
back to the
leaders of groups.
Romans, yeah, before you had people who were like, no, 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 we have sufficient NCO ranks that we don't need to call everyone by such a title.
Yeah.
I mean, captain's not that high.
I mean,
No, but yeah,
I've been basically treating each unit as like a
You said about 100
what's
people, right?
yeah, it's like a company
Yeah,
size, right?
that's a normal size for a captain to command.
Yeah.
Because we had each one of our companies was 78 to 80 people, and each one had a captain over it.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah.
looks like I'm
It's
supposed
when
to
you
go in
start
the
to get up to
Private.
colonel that you get insane.
Right.
Which, funnily enough, Colonel was the unofficial title that they handed out like candy before the Civil War.
well, because they had an upgrade from captains. Back
Yeah.
then, everyone who owned a boat was a captain.
Yeah.
Looking around this room, there's only like one captain in this room, though.
There's at least two.
Well, if you ignore the Hockney, whoever that guy is,
He's one of the pirate captains.
I'm sure that's very nice for him. I mean, if you're in charge of a whole boat, you might as well be a captain, right?
Well, yeah, that's how it works. The Navy has slightly different ranks for that reason. Because whoever's in charge of the boat is always the captain, regardless how big the boat is. Or the ship, I suppose. I think they
Yeah.
get upset if you call them boats.
Yeah, a captain is in charge of a company, and a major is above them in charge of a battalion. I'll gesture to Evelyn and Godwin if Isabella wants to sit next to them, if there's room, and if not, she's her own seat, obviously.
Yeah. You look
Um,
around and you kind of realize that they've arranged themselves as kind of like your army commanders are on this table and your naval commanders are on this table
oh, okay. Well, we're about to mess up that paradigm with.
with the party.
Well, I meant with kill demons and Sarandiel.
Yeah.
But I'll walk in and I'll just sort of say to everybody,
I look over to where
uh,
Perian would be sitting and just be sad.
I just state for everybody to enjoy their meals. We have 2 new additions to our forces that will help us. Captain Kill Demons Zollinger and Sarandiel of Hell.
I kind of just step in. Everybody kind of looks at each other. It's like, well, we were already. There's a murmuring among the crowd. They come and kills demons comes and sits at the table. Zarandiel also sits. I guess she'll sit here like this. It's hard to do it with the grid, but
The good news is we're also getting some UDDC support.
hey, the Dragonborn all cheer.
As well as some former Duragar slavers.
Uh,
Hmm.
That
The
part
cheering
is
immediately stops.
problematic. However, it is, as we all know, essential at times to work
I
with
meant
our
to say
former
they were
enemies.
former slavers, not former Duragar. They are still Duragar. Also a dragon.
Yeah. No one asked where he's from.
Where's he from?
I just said no one asked.
We
Well, he's a red dragon.
His name was Eric. He flew
Yeah,
Some
south.
some murmuring among the Dragonborn. Do
Uh,
you know an Eric? I don't know an Eric.
I will address the Dragonborn separately later, so that this conversation can be had in Draconic, as it bears such weight that this would be preferential.
I think his name was Eric Drumpf or something like that.
but everyone eat up, and afterwards, we're going to have a simple war council meeting to discuss strategy and force disbursement.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you guys get to eating. You notice that Kill Demons just kind of sits there staring. They apparently don't eat or take off their armor. Sarandiel eats though, daintily, like she doesn't need to. She's just enjoying the taste.
Out of curiosity, is there any sort of substance upon which our new hellish compatriots imbibe?
Sarandiel says, "Oh yes. What kind of alcohol do you have around here? Gluttony has always been a sin I enjoy." Kill Demons looks at you, and you kind of feel like he's judging you a little bit. And he says, "I don't drink on duty."
I was just asking. It's considered polite in our culture, and I wish to be polite. That is all.
Hmm. Then consider your obligation fulfilled.
So be it. Obligation fulfilled.
Yes. Sir Andy will look over to you though and be like, "Not to me though. I'm interested in these drinks."
Uh, well, we have several kinds. Do you happen to prefer dark or clear?
Clear.
In that case, we have some wonderful, wonderful vodka.
All right, I look forward to this. Show me what you got.
The Dragonborn will have both wheat and potato vodka at this point. They are there any what fruits are made locally, grown locally?
I mean, it's modeled after southern France, so I assume grapes.
Yes, grape
Any
vodka.
any
I too have left a
Otherwise
Capri
known as
Sun in my
wine.
trunk for too long.
anything other because I mean like southern France has I feel like peaches and apricots and stuff as well, don't they?
I have no idea. I'd have to look.
I mean, okay, I haven't been there in a long time, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, so I googled fruits in southern France, and the first hit that came up is grinder.
I figured that was what you were gonna say.
Oh
They must
no!
have fed those. They must have fed those to the fucking
Wow.
blood trees.
I mean, I understand why, but why, you know?
Alvarez
Like,
rounding up all the fucking fruits to throw them into the
like,
grinder to feed them to the fucking vampire tree.
like
Uh,
that's the kind of a mistake that I would expect a human to make, not a
okay.
computer.
Okay, so historically, beyond grapes, they also grew a lot of apples, pears, and peaches.
Okay, there you go.
All right, so yes,
Vodka.
within that, they probably would have basically infused. There's kind of like an old thing, and to make what they would consider like better vodka at times, is you take the regular vodka, and then you would just cut up and stuff fruit in it to just sort of like infuse and then extra ferment Because then you would drink the vodka, which would be kind of fruity flavored, but then afterwards, to get really fucked up, you would eat the fruit, which has been just sitting and soaking in as much vodka as it can take up, and it, man, does it fuck you up.
Also delicious.
Yeah, it's better than the onions. I'll tell you that one.
Yikes.
That's the Slavic custom for like, oh, you have a cold. No, we have cure for cold. You take whole onion, you eat it. If that doesn't work, the next day you take whole onion, soak in vodka, eat onion vodka. After that, even if you are sick, you'll tell everyone, no, I'm in full health. I don't need any more vodka onion.
It also keeps the poisonous lizards away.
The bad breath does kill them. But yeah, even so, at this point, since the UGC has been here long enough, there'd be a lot of vodkas and fruit-infused vodkas because why not?
Of course. Uh, she matches you a glass for glass, but doesn't seem to be affected by it. Like she doesn't seem to get drunk.
Yeah, I mean, considering how she went about this, saying gluttony is a sin she partakes of, Minx is not going to be attempting any kind of drinking contest with her. He's just going to drink his normal amount and enjoy it.
Mhm. Okay. Um. So I guess the meal concludes, unless some of you want to have a discussion with any of each other, the NPCs over dinner. We can move on to the planning portion.
Zuli, is everything ready?
Of course, I've been working around the clock since you told me.
Good.
Yeah, basically,
We
Jocko will
require
eat
only
quick
the
and then he'll
lightning.
head to the war room. We
We
require
gotta
only the
snag on
lightning.
that lightning.
The real lightning.
What is this?
Let's see.
I,
I forget the name of the necro. There's so many people. I should write her down.
I am
Uh,
suddenly extremely worried.
What was their name? Maxine. I'm gonna have to talk to Maxine to cast the lightning. She's a wizard. I think she should be able to figure it out. Where's Maxine, anyways? And her girlfriend Morin.
they said that they wanted to spend some time together alone, so I guess they're off doing that. I could go look for them if you'd like.
Yes, I'll need both of them
All right, I'm
after
going.
the meal. So get them all together.
All right, I'll go while you're planning, my lord.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Okay, so you see, after she finishes her meal, she wanders off into the city.
Take Doug with you. Look at him; he's so bored. And Frederick.
Rah! Wait, they're intelligence
19 intelligence.
19 now. Why, yes, I am quite
Indubitably good, sir.
indubitably quite bored of these current situation. No
No,
longer
this
having
old
to
sport.
partake of culinary delights such as these fine folks
I
are.
think all Doug does is now he has enough intelligence, he just sits there and stitches himself back together after every combat.
It's like, hang on just a tick. I have to get one last stitch in there. All right,
Jolly good, everyone. Oh yes, I am back to shape. I am ready to roll.
right. So she goes off with your undead minions to perform uh, your work.
Now that I think of the elephant people as like Autobots, I'm just like, oh no, Noctum's full of energon.
That's why they're there. They're mining the energon.
Oh fuck, make this worse. every, every, we have Star Wars, we have Autobots. I don't know what else to add. I guess we're already doing DD, so we got Lord of the Rings. So I guess we could add some Dune. Maybe we should have some giant worms in the desert. I don't know.
You could go back to the desert, and there could be sandworms, sure.
We might need to harvest their spice for reasons.
Who knows? You're also building a biocomputer like they have in Dune already, right? They have the
Ah,
mentats. It's an undead mentat.
I think we're even oh yeah.
So a
Yes.
servitor. It's the word you're
Yeah.
looking for.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
a
we also
servitor
have.
made out of griffins and people. Weird combo.
It really is a kitchen sink world, isn't it?
It's just a
More like a garbage
biblically
disposal, but
it's a
sure.
biblically accurate angel, except it's made out of monitors and flesh, I guess. The big meatball flying around. Add this to the list too.
Hmm. Um, so as the meal ends, everybody, I guess, looks to Jacques kind of expectantly.
He sort of like takes sort of like center of the room. He just goes, "First, I thank you all for your dedication. What is in front of us is nothing less than a dire moment. This is not the forces that we used to free Bateau. This is not the forces that we used or fought against when we took Kaime. This is Count Blackwood's army, straight from Villicus. This is reinforcements from the Empire. This is the Saint. Niberius. Is that his name? Niberius?
That's right, yeah.
Nibirius
Yeah.
Gaul.
Niberius Gaul, the Saint of Awe. It's going to be a trying time, but it is in that we usually have our greatest moments. And I understand that tensions may be high and we're coming off of grave losses, but I want to remind everyone that in this time, in all of the conflicts that we have had, we have not lost. We have suffered losses, but defeat has not been what has occurred to us. We have shocked the world and the empire with these victories. That is why they have sent this saint. They believe that the count cannot hold his territory. And I mean continue to prove that true. But this can't be done alone. So I do look to you all and your experience and your expertise for us to be able to come up with a battle strategy that will surprise even the Empress herself. Doesn't need to be intricate, or sometimes the simplest plans can carry the greatest weight, pack the heaviest punch. But I put my trust in you all and my faith and my hope into gravitational collapse. What the hell?
Huh?
What are you gravitationally collapsing?
But I put my
Louder, what are
faith
you doing?
and my hope
Unmuted.
into
No, I
you
meant to
all.
shrink it.
This here is the spirit and the soul of the new dawn. So let us make that so, and let us show this empire and this world that when the world's forces band together, there is no evil that can stop us. She's dealt a blow to Savona, so I'm glad that some of the forces of hell are here with us. She's attacked our homes and our lands, so I'm glad that the UDDC and the what are they called? The Erg tribes?
The Confederation, yeah.
the Erg Confederation can be with us as well. That we have some of the grand pirates of the seas with us, and that we have been bolstered as well with some knowledge and some tools from the Kasani. So we will show that we are stronger together, and that we will stand against any tyrant. Thank you, comrades, friends, for being here. We'll get this out of the way. Does anyone have questions?
Uh, Look, it's a good speech, my boy, says Tim Silver. I'm gonna try and.
Is there an AI? The one ethical use of
We
AI
need
right
is to get a Tim Curry voice mod.
That would be good.
We'll email Tim Curry. Is like, can we do this?
Could you guest
Do you
appear at
consent?
our random
You guest
uh,
appear in our just
D&D game?
ran D&D campaign.
He doesn't. He just needs to consent to us to use his voice. Is this all right, sir?
He's still alive. Is he on
I
Cameo?
know. I don't know. Imagine he wants money too much.
See, his Wikipedia article says he's still alive.
Guy's enjoying his retirement.
Yeah.
Hopefully. What if Tim Curry was an Autobot or a Decepticon?
uh, let's see. His website says that you can get a 5-minute personal phone call for $500.
Woo.
I googled, "Will Tim Curry
I
join
love
your
this
D&D?"
campaign. I I love this campaign. I don't love this campaign that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I googled, "Will Tim Curry join my D&D campaign?" and the first thing that came up was Grinder. So I don't know.
Wait. Let's go on Fiverr. Is there like a
I,
good impersonator?
I'm beginning to think that your search history might be working on cached questions as well.
What do you think I am, an elected representative?
Maybe it's just his area.
Oh, that's just against San Francisco. I don't know why'd you think that. Yeah, the thing we need to ask ourselves is, how am I going to turn this into a rule of 3?
Yeah. Okay, enough distraction with that. Both Tim Curry and the Grinder.
Tim Silver has installed the grinder into the Silver.
What?
Anyone who disobeys my orders will be put in the grinder.
But no, he's gonna say, well, I don't know about this dealing with this Saint fellow and all that, but I do know that we got a whole bunch of ships, that we got crews, but we need to pick out some captains. I was hoping that Admiral Aerith would be here to help with that. So,
She's going to be delayed a few days.
all
She
right, well,
is assisting with other forces that we have recruited as well that are on their way and will be here in a few days. When she arrives, I will send her your way and she can discuss with the naval forces of the command structure
okay,
for any ships that need captain.
excellent. Yeah, and so that was just basically your guys' opportunity to either choose an NPC or make an NPC
Well,
from among the
you are the
people.
lieutenant, aren't you? You can make a list. I'm sure she'll approve it.
Yes, I have a short list of candidates.
Or I suppose we can approve it in her stead here.
Yeah, I don't have a specific list, but I don't know if you guys had an input on who you wanted to nominate, or if you just want me to make up some NPCs.
Did we
I
know of any nautical NPCs at this point?
think the only nautical NPC that's not a captain that I can think of is also dead. So I don't think there's a long list of.
No, you
It's
guys,
it's been it's been on my bucket list to get the spell locate object, and I was gonna go locate the body of Privian, and I could go dredge her up, but I could always just find somebody alive. I guess.
that might be easier. I mean, you guys could have an underwater adventure to try and go get her body back.
Well, I hope it won't
Eh.
be guarded by too much. You just have to go out with their little boat and just go down there and get her. But
Hmm.
Oh, suddenly a kraken's playing with her body like a doll.
If only it was that simple.
why do the gods insist it's never simple?
Because otherwise it wouldn't be interesting.
All right, one second. I'll just go to the shrine and we'll pray. Oh, no, never mind. Alpha Optimus Primus, can you can you tell the lady to get Pervian back? Thank you.
Um, he says, acknowledged, transmitting.
Thank you.
Sensor request approved. Scanning for body. Estimated completion time 30 hours.
That doesn't sound too bad. Well, that's one captain.
How many captains do we need?
So let's see. You've got how many boats do you have?
Oh, hopefully a lot.
I
But
have
how
a
many
floatable
ships do
boat.
we
I
have?
have a foldable boat from our dearly departed persistence.
Let's see. So the Leviathan has a captain. The Discourteous Servant has a captain. The Dedication Eternal does not have a captain. The Anvil. So everything down to the Rage of Grumsh. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ships that need a captain.
Are some of
Or
those
no, the
ones that
6.
came with the orcs? Like, don't they already have a
Yeah.
captain?
The Rage of Grumsh, the Bloody Axe, and the Skull Taker already have captains.
Those should already have captains.
They're right here.
Okay. So which ones still need captains? Just
Well, let's see here. Those Minotaurs I recruited from the Abyss. Do any of them want to be captain?
Oh yeah, you had like 3.
I did make the deal that they could go off and do whatever they want, but if they want to be a captain, be 3 Minotaurs on a boat. I don't know how this works. I guess there's a few
yeah, sure.
undead
Angrath can
Minotaurs.
be a captain. It'll be easy to find art for it too.
Yeah.
Forgot who Angrath is. But
He's from Magic the Gathering, Ishalon.
yeah, we can. Tim the Minotaur can be the captain of one of these ships in his trio of buddies.
Wait, who are you trying to make it from Ixalan?
The Minotaur.
The Minotaur dude?
Angrath,
Oh lord.
yeah. Because we have spare
Yeah.
Minotaurs just lying around. Might as well use them.
Yeah, I'll send a message to the various Minotaurs that we've recreated and see if they want to be employed in the Navy.
In the Navy.
Because I imagine they've been gorging themselves and they're probably bored now.
Beckett Brass.
You know what the
TC.
opposite of a labyrinth is? The ocean.
You might be
That's-
onto something.
That actually is kind of true, yeah. Okay, hang on. I need to update my notes on the adventures I need to prepare.
Pretty sure I also know what it would be if we asked Tim Silver. Opposite of a labyrinth is spies.
Space, yeah.
Is the ocean tainted by capitalism?
Considering how much of it is used for merchant vessels, yes.
going on theme, I think one of the other pirate captains should be Michael Caine as Scrooge.
I don't think that really
Ah,
works, does it?
I mean, those are the two live action actors who were really good in Muppet movies.
anyway, um,
We should make
it-
him a creature though. So what if he was what have we not done?
hey, comrades, I would suggest that we endeavor to make sure that some of the locals end up as being captains. I believe we can find members of the local student body or sailors. Surely there must be those who have actually lived here, who have a vested interest in their continued freedom from the
Ooh, I know a
oppressive
guy.
regime.
There was a guy who lost his arm and his leg in the fire. He could be the captain.
But does he have any experience? I don't mean to just say we should
But
make
he has the
anyone.
peg leg and he has the hook.
Boże mój. Eh,
Everyone
that
likes to
is
call him Two Face. Because half his body was burned. It's kind of cruel, really, once you think about it. But
that
it
does
looks
sound
funny.
very cruel, duh. And I'm also not quite sure how it is relevant
Well, I think he'd just be a good captain.
because of his deformity.
I mean, I didn't ask what his employment was. Because
We're,
he's currently unemployed.
we're just gonna end up with that one guy with 4 peg limbs from Family Guy.
That's his name, Peter Griffin.
So, how'd you get those? Arr, me mother was a tree.
So that means he was born like that.
Apparently.
Oh, hell, Lord. I remember this is the time when I became a boat captain.
His name was Seamus. Guys, his name was
Probably.
Seamus.
Sure.
Wasn't that the
Seamus
other
Oak.
guy?
What?
The guy
He's
who
not
has a not the guy who has a suspicious interest in.
No, that was a different guy.
Okay.
Same,
That's
similar
Herbert.
face, not the pedophile.
That's
Okay.
that's Herbert.
Herbert. Okay.
Yes.
There's another guy called Jeffrey Epstein. We could make him in charge.
Nope. Nope.
I don't. This is not a theme I wish
Nope.
to continue.
Duh, this is. Let us drop this part. I was is more specifically
Peter
talking about
Griffin is going over.
locals, sailors, student body, anyone who would have an experience with shipping or sailing of this sort. Shall we perhaps look amongst the locals?
Wait. There is one more guy, and I'm serious about him. There was a giant were-rat in the sewers, and I think he used to be a sailor.
He's already dead.
Oh,
I believe you're referring to Rizzo?
Rizzo.
Was
I was-
there a white rat in the sewers?
No, I made him up, but this
Okay.
is roleplay.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright.
I was like, is this a pre-existing character, or are you making him up?
I was
which
like,
both is
there
fine.
was a
also
rat
have
man.
not met the
He is
guy,
dead. there's a
I
rat man
just
pirate.
figured we live in a big enough town. There could be a were-rat, and he could be a former sailor.
We've already used
How
that
did-
art though.
There's
More
other
already
rats.
Were-rats.
Were
You
rat
just make him
pirates
really
though?
fat too, so he could be like he could be called Peter Griffin, and he's a really fat rat. He used to take care of the griffins, and he was also a sailor. But when all the griffins got killed, he fled to the sewers and got bit by a rat.
Not all of the griffins are dead.
Most of them. Elijah did
This
a good job of killing a lot of griffins.
this sounds a little involved in ways that I'm not really understanding.
Just saying, if you're looking for boat captains, the sewers are a good place to look.
Way.
Anyway, I can see no one wants to go with my suggestions. I'll let you guys choose.
Let's see. So we've got ideas. So we're gonna go get Fern, right? That's one captain.
Yep.
And then you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Was the guy that got his throat ripped out by the dog? Could we resurrect him? And I don't know.
I mean, you could theoretically, but he's also not a ship captain.
How hard is it to command one of these ships, anyways?
I mean,
It's not
fairly
simple.
involved.
It's fairly a complicated task.
Let's see. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 of you, and there are 5 ships that need captains. So each of you can make up an NPC. So if you want, I guess, yeah, that will give you.
Well, I have my top pick.
Okay, so you guys' homework is each of you come up
I'll
with a
make a
name,
backstory for him.
a little, yeah, like a couple sentences or more, if you feel like it, of backstory about where they came from and how they came to be working for you guys, and then the art, and send it to me, and I'll put it in for next week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. So we've got. Yeah, so we've got 2 quests that I need to figure out the plan for, maybe more.
Burn doesn't have to be a high priority, so that was like a tertiary like bucket list thing. It was like, oh, I should probably go get her eventually.
That was already
It's not
sent me
going
his.
anywhere. My assumption.
Yeah,
I'm a simple man.
you're a simple man. You get requested to make a character, and you make a lizard. Okay.
It was a very much faster train of thought than I was expecting.
Wait, no. Instead of a were-rat, they were bitten by a griffin, and they started to turn into a were-griffin, and they ran into the
God, a
sewers. 'Cause
were-griffin?
No,
Lord.
see, Alvarez, they hate mutants and they hate demi-humans and such, right? And he's becoming
That's
one,
right.
so he
Yeah.
had to flee to the sewers.
Yep.
Ah, yes, Griffin Peter.
Could have just done that it was turned. You could have just done it was a were lizard and it's the alligator in the
Let's
sewers.
doing the lizard.
The griffin in the sewers. And his name is Pitar. Pitar Griffin. Shoot me.
That'd be a good boat captain.
Oh wait, I put too many vowels in his name. Let me just fix that really quick.
Oh,
More
yeah. Yeah,
consonants.
that's true. Nimts.
Then maybe again he shouldn't be a were-griffin because I think
That's a lot
making
better than it
bird
should
peop-
be.
I think making bird people is stepping on Cusco's territory, so he'll be some
What?
type of were-person.
Everyone knows that
What?
Cusco called dibs on the bird people.
Yeah, you're the real eagle or whatever. Right?
Once I made
Would
the
li-
bird people. We didn't even
I
go anywhere with them.
I petitioned one of the people to be a captain.
One of the
Well,
bees.
One
we're
one
gonna
of the
veto
people.
that one for now, unless
One of
You
the
yeah,
could you
people.
could crew a whole ship with people. Like that's not outside the realm of
Just
possibility.
the whole ship is a hive.
Yeah.
yeah. The wizard just brought
The
a
cannons are friggin'
larva.
honeycomb shape. Ugh.
That would be truly terrifying. Could you imagine in battle, you've got the whole ship is literally just a beehive, and like,
Considering how much air superiority, you
Yes,
could like fly over, like destroy them.
Yeah.
That's literally just a
Like,
modern day anti-air destroyer, but yeah.
Depending on the type of bees, they could just make a new ship.
I just realized
blackjack and honey.
We already did this line of thought before with Aerith, where she's like, "Oh, well, were ravens. Were ravens would be really good pirates
Why?
because they just fly around."
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I mean,
that's
it
also
makes boarding enemy ships pretty easy.
yeah, if you can fly.
Just
mean,
get
depending on
close
how
enough and then go.
depending on how you want to do it, you could do it vulture style, just like destroy their mast, fly away, wait for them to starve, come back, and just like easy pickings.
Yeah. I mean, you could even like dehydration is the bigger threat, right? So if you can destroy their water supplies and come back,
You know, it'd be even more deadly.
sinking them.
Where woodpeckers?
Well, then you're gonna sink the ship, so then you'd have to swim through the shark-infested waters.
Where termites?
All right, all right. Instead of beeple, I need not woodpeckers. Love where termites.
Where termites? All right.
I think somebody just said that, didn't
Yeah,
they?
Nash
I
did.
did.
Wait,
Did they?
we
Damn,
actually
Yeah.
I'm
had
sorry.
another
Don't
idea.
mind me.
We have that. I made that island of the cannibals where I had him in the thing one time. We could have one. He could be a ship captain. Anyways,
Briefly.
This is the one that your halfling wizard was from, or gnome wizard? Was he
no,
a
he
gnome
was
or?
from a different place.
Oh, okay.
I have the island and the cannibals in the south, and
Well,
there in
don't
one session with Tika was involved.
don't make any of the Jock's children a captain. That ship's sure to go down.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Fuck you, dude.
What? Yeah,
Damn.
Jock, that's what Jock should do. Your fucking pale son should be in charge of the boat.
He's already in charge of the city. He's
Don't
busy.
don't it should have been don't put any of Jacques' children as captain of the boat because then Elijah will want to shoot it.
All right,
Maybe just drill a couple
what if
holes in
you
the
wear
bottom.
Griffin? What if you adopt him, Jock? What did that feel? What if it was your wife?
Oh no, adopted kids. This sounds like a terrible idea.
Jock, where's your wife? I never thought about this before.
She's
How's
in
your
the
wife,
capital.
Oh, okay. Well, there we found her.
You have
That's
no
good.
idea she's in the capital.
I hope she's doing all right and it is not another type of creature.
Don't worry.
With
Don't
with
worry.
that
What a
Jock's
comment,
just
sentence!
keeping an
with
eye
that
out.
comment, you guys as players will get a little flash, an ironic flash, into just a dark
Burned to death by
dungeon
a fucking
cell,
black dragon.
N-
Go on.
um, where um,
She's the lover of the black dragon. I don't know how this happened.
no, you just see Jacques' wife, who's Aurelia, right? Her name escapes me for a moment.
Uh,
Aurelia, yes.
yeah.
She's in a dark cell, um, chained to the wall, all but in bedraggled clothes, and she's playing cards with another person who's also chained to the wall, who looks somewhat familiar. Like maybe you've seen him in a swamp somewhere, but you're not sure. And then goes back.
Wait, what the fuck?
Shrek?
They're playing
No.
Go Fish with their toes. Like they're holding the cards with their feet.
Are
Guy
you
five.
talking about
Oh,
the
shit.
dragon or someone else?
Yeah, this is the dragon in human form. They're just cellmates.
Hilarious.
Did you do that in response to Cell's called shot, or were you thinking about that beforehand?
I have had a vision of the two of them meeting in the capital since he went off to the capital. It wasn't exactly that vision, and it might still come to pass. We'll see. But
Enemies into lovers into an open marriage.
I let's not
That's
go
so
down.
funny. Though.
No.
We thought we were sending a Thor to the Empire, but we sent Jacques' wife a friend.
They fell in love.
We need to keep away from
She
that.
thought he died, didn't
Please
she?
don't. Please don't. The implications.
Hey, Jacques, you have more children.
hmm?
Oh God!
Stepfather. Meet the clutch.
I think that would mean they wouldn't
They're
be
not
his
my
kids.
kids.
Yeah,
You
they
wouldn't
wouldn't be his
adopt your
kids.
It'd be
wife's
that
children?
my kids have no. It
When,
just means
when
that
do you
my
be a
kids have
stepfather?
half siblings.
But Jacques wouldn't adopt
It
them?
wouldn't
That's so
be-
mean.
Y'all don't.
What if that dragon is actually Jock's child? The fourth secret child.
What the hell is wrong with you?
when Jock went to war, he came home with a child. Whose
And that
was
child
it?
was a dragon who just
Yes,
went off and lived in the swamp.
That's a weird spin off the Targaryen
Jock's
storyline.
bastard child.
God, can the time cancer take this universe? Please,
It's
Yes, all we have to
I
do is stop
don't want
playing.
to fight
We'll
it
get there.
anymore.
but
Jock
time
going
cancer
out
was
into the
Cell's
middle of the
world building all
wilderness.
along.
Jock's going out into the middle of the wilderness with a two-handed sword with a prisoner. It's like, all right, son, the man that carries the blade must carry out the justice or whatever. Remember, son. Anyways, I'm leaving to go to a mysterious continent, and I'm going to be imprisoned. That's how it went.
You
So-
got spot on, yeah.
Where
Actually,
were
considering the
we
age of
for
that
all
dragon,
this?
I just given you guys the homework to make sea captains for your remaining ships. So name, artwork, and 1 or 2 sentence description of who they are.
Mr.
how they-
Gold.
Send it to me in Discord so that I'll be able to remember it. And then I have a couple of quests that I can start building out for you guys to do next, which was generally my goal for the session.
Okay.
So
we're going down to Fern Gully.
do you guys have any other conversations you'd like to have, or do you want to go and do adventures first? We could end a little bit early.
I mean, do we have time for a lot of stuff before that army gets here?
Yeah, you've got like 2 weeks still, at least until the army gets here. So
A ready-made captain that we wouldn't have to do much for. Arbaz has already been a ship's captain
Oh,
Do we want
because
to
he was
waste him on a
part of
ship,
the
though?
navy. That's the difficult part.
Yeah, I wouldn't. No, I think Arbaz is more useful anywhere else.
well, he doesn't have to breathe, right? And he doesn't have the vampire problem of dying in the water, right? So
he does not. No.
he might do a decent good job.
Yeah, you got a
Part
little
of
bit
why
over.
he was good at it.
As long as he doesn't take a cannonball to
I-
the chest. He
I
should be fine.
too picked the captain who won't drown.
Well, you know what? That will be a special quirk of my captain. They're afraid of water.
All
Oh,
right.
no.
Yeah, great.
Why?
That's their quirk.
Because it's
It is
Cell.
Yeah.
Come
alright.
on.
This is character development. They spent so long in the sewer that they're phobic of something. I don't know.
Yeah, other than that, I'm
Cool,
good
it's
to
Lev
go.
in the sea. He hates the ocean. He hates the open water. What's in it? Lev, you became a sea captain. What's good?
I thought that Cell was already doing a Minotaur.
He
oh,
is.
I guess that's my slot taken then.
You can have my other one.
I mean, you can.
I don't want to pick.
You.
Nash is like homework.
I'm actively in a college class. I have enough homework.
Okay.
I mean, it's supposed to be fun things, right? This is supposed to be like I was starting to like come up with things, and I was like, wait a minute, I don't have to. Do
I can
this.
outsource this.
I can outsource this. You guys have agency.
Wait, I just realized
Yeah, and then you
the
told me to
lure
do
of
it.
Tim, because we had that cult in the city, right? And he went to hell, and he used to be a boat captain. Anyways,
Yeah, and then you told me to do it, and then I realized, hey, wait, I can outsource this.
It's,
Cell is overflowing with ideas.
Exactly, he always is.
He's like he's drank Cajicola.
yep.
There-
That's,
There you go,
that's
Sal.
exactly.
Now you have 2 slots.
I'm not sure if Nash is gonna get that reference, but okay.
I'm slotted up. You already made the suggestion. Of
He's
Mr.
not.
Gold, right?
Arthur
So
too?
one of these characters is gonna have to.
Did you get your Christmas present yet, Nash?
You should
Not
be
till the
getting it
13th.
Saturday.
All right.
What did you get him?
It's not gonna be nearly as funny as this as it's taking this long.
I almost
it's
bought
not
you a
worth the
present too,
effort.
Lev.
But you almost what?
I almost bought you a present. I
You
saw
don't
a
need to.
movie that I've never heard of before, and the name of the movie was Brotherhood of Blades, and I almost bought it for you as a gag gift and mailed it to you.
As long as
That
it's
would've
not
been
the Meg.
No, I'm not that
That's
mean.
another universe we could shove into this. Is more Brotherhood references. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I should say.
It's all right.
Mhm.
We need to run into Alphonse. Maybe we can rename Alphys into Alphonse. Oh,
Captain Alphonse.
Yeah.
His voice change. So I was imagining his voice is like deep and reverberating, like
Well, yeah,
a
it's
really scary
reverberating, but
robot.
also
But
a little
now
high
it's just reverberating but high pitched child voice.
All right, yeah. So now it's Alphonse Optimus, I guess.
Oh my
What are your
gods.
character now?
But yeah, no.
Wait, it
I
was
think we're
Alphonse
good.
Alric, right? So we could
Elric, yeah.
Elric, yeah.
Elric. Oh, well, we'll have to replace it with an A or a
To
one.
make it
I don't
legally
know.
distinct, sure.
Yeah, and also to go with the alpha theme.
Okay, next captain, Mickey.
Remember March 10th.
The Steamboat Willie version of Mickey is now public domain.
Absolutely,
It is public domain.
That's
It
the
could
joke I was
literally be.
making.
You could literally have Mickey Mouse as the boat
Oh,
captain if you wanted to, and it would be legal.
Oh,
Just have to draw them without gloves, and you're good.
time to kill some
the Alvarez
fascists.
Empire
Oh,
started. The Alvarez
mean-
Empire started with DreamWorks.
Pirate Pete, and Steamboat Willie. Let's go.
Wait, we never. What happened to that ogre from the Fire Keep that we never talked to? Maybe he's the
He's
boat
with the other
captain.
slaves.
Well, once he gets here, I'm sure he's a world-renowned captain, and his name is not Shrek, and he's a boat captain.
it's distinctly not Shrek.
Distinctly not Shrek, the boat captain of this other boat, along with his friend and nemesis, not
His name's
Mickey.
Chimichanga.
Actually, we could go back to that like super early version of Shrek, where he had like the ugly head, and he was voiced by the other guy that died. I forgot his name.
Chris Farley?
The
Yeah,
other
we could
guy
call
that
him Chris.
Shrek
died.
by Chris Farley?
Yeah, that one. So he's Chris
What,
Farley.
what a different movie that would have been.
How would we say donkey?
You prob-
Donkey.
He doesn't live in a swamp.
I-
He just lives in a van down
I
by
have
the
no
river.
idea how to do a Chris Farley impression. Huh.
Down, down, down by the river. Oh, fuck, man. Sounds great.
Okay, I think we're good here then.
Sounds like it.